I think I was petrified, and I don't think I had time to digest what was happening. And so having the hiatus was probably a good thing, because that means that information sat with me. I could digest it and actually build on it.
Antonia, my first question's for you. I was just so curious what attracted you to the character of Carla and the story of Shantaram overall.
The second I got the audition, I sort of dived really quickly in the book and sort of really fell in love with the book and the character. And the more I was going through the book, the more I was going, she's got big hands. She's got this. Maybe I could actually play this role. And, as a foreigner, you don't get such exciting roles coming every day. And I also don't often go, I can play that. And I think I can play that character. And I'm very attracted by the fact that she has so many layers and she's so complex, and she absolutely do not wear her heart on her sleeve. So there's so much going on internally that she just refuses to showcase to the world. So there's this constant push and pull between the inner world and the outer world, which I think is fascinating for a performer and is very satisfying. So it's a dream role, and I'm very, very grateful to get to play her.
Amazing. Well, you're beautiful in it. So, Elektra, for you, I'm curious, when you approach an adaptation like this, you have the source material on hand. Do you dive into the source material, or do you prefer to stick to the script, or what's your process like there?
For me, it's been a bit different than, for example, Antonia plays Carla or Prabhu. Lisa isn't necessarily the most discussed character or described character in the book, maybe perhaps in the second book. And my character in the adaptation on TV is an amalgamation of Ulla and Lisa. So, of course, I've gotten descriptions and feelings about who they were from the book, but I've gone more on what I've had on the page in the script. And then with all of these pieces puzzled together, my version of Lisa Carter.
I know the shoot was tumultuous, full of fits and starts and location changes. And so for both of you, I was wondering, how does that affect your performance? Do you feel it helps because you get to live with the character a little bit more, or was it more difficult?
Having a hiatus, because for me, the process was so quick. I sort of got the audition. Then 2 days later, I was flown to Mumbai to chemistry read with Charlie. And then 2 weeks later, I got the role, and I had to fly out the following week. And I think it's such a huge take on, and I think I was petrified, and I don't think I had time to digest what was happening. And so having the hiatus was probably a good thing, because that means that information sat with me. I could digest it and actually build on it. And I dived into the book throughout the whole of the pandemic, just kept reading it over and over again. And I think looking back at it, I came back to shooting Shantaram in a way more relaxed and prepared way than just a crazy roller coaster, both emotional and physical, because you just have to pack and go. So I was kind of grateful for that.
I agree with Antonia. Getting some time to digest the character and perhaps recalibrate a little bit and adjust things that weren't really feeling like they were working, or that I didn't feel like was gluing with me, was an amazing opportunity. Like, I agree. I came back so much more relaxed and in myself. And, you grew up a little bit during that time too, and just bring more wisdom to it and more life experience to it. So I was grateful for that.
Amazing. Well, it shows. I loved the show so much. That's my time today, but thank you guys so much for speaking with me. It was a real pleasure.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.